Good morning, everybody, and welcome. This is Becky here at Aunt Beck's Creations, and I'm bored and I don't really want to do much of anything um, around the house right now. So I figured I'd just do my live early, and I hope that's okay. Let me see if I can find. There it is. I'm going to turn the autofocus off. Sorry for the sniffling. It's allergy season. Can't really help it. There, I've turned the autofocus off. And I thought we'd do Bits and Bob's book, not book, card fronts. And I just cut some black mats that are the right size. Cards are 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. So these are cut at 5 1/4 by 4. And I'm going to just start sorting these. Hi, Safia. I'm going to put things that look kind of like focal images together. I got other people's envelope art here. I got some stickers. Those would make a nice accent. I got napkins. I got solid paper, which we'll put together. And more stickers. And I believe Lisa made these for me. I think. Pretty sure. Lisa was doing these for a while. Lisa at My Eclectic Life, Lisa. She was doing the label stickers. Hi, Angie. Good morning. Oh, that's a little envelope somebody made me. That I should save aside to put in a journal. More napkins. Random bit. More stickers. A doily. Another kind of little accent piece. Here's a cluster someone made. These I need to set aside so I can do them into ATCs. I don't know of any other way to use stuff like that. I'm going to separate the stamps out because I got some cool stamps. There's a little hugs and kisses. Some more little things to add. It's printed. I think Peg Robinson sent that to me. Peg or somebody else that was doing the ink. That's just a magazine page. I think Kendra was sending me those. That's a tape transfer. I don't know why I did that. So I thought they'd peel back off. They don't peel off that easy. This is from my drop paper. So I'll put that with the kind of painty paper stuff. This is a blank card that could be just used on its own. Just sorting stuff right now into, different things. That's painty paper. That's from someone's envelope, but we'll put it with painty paper. Now that could be a absolutely hilarious card, but it's so big. We'll set him aside for something else. I'm just going to focus on just the cards today, card fronts. I'm not going to make any actual cards, just some card fronts. These are Aretha Franklin. Looks like I have lots of things to add as focal images on the card fronts. Got little accent pieces. So what are you guys up to today? I'm just bored, so here I am. I'm not having any leg pain, which is woohoo! Good job. And some were thinking it's in my hip. It's not in my hip. What happened with my hip is the strain from trying to stay balanced for my knee caused my muscles to go into a hard spasm. And so I was having that problem. What is that? Washi tape? And it got to where the swelling was up into my hip joint. It's gone down, so it's better now. And I have my appointment tomorrow. So I figure by tomorrow, when I'm at the orthopedic place, I will not be in pain. And he'll say, I don't see anything wrong. You're moving fine. And it'll be like, what a waste of time this has been. But I'm hoping not. I'm hoping he'll listen to me. I did print off the description of what my previous scan showed. So I'm hoping he'll read that and go, oh, okay. I know Deb mentioned that because that scan was so many years ago, it was in 2019, that they might want a new scan, which is possible. Got some cool scrapbook paper in here. And I turned my teapot on before I started this, and I totally forgot I did that, which is pointless, really, because I'm out of my favorite tea bags, and a time of day when I still need my regular tea bags, not the green tea or flavored teas. I'm not a morning flavored tea kind of girl. I just don't care for that too much. All right, so we've got scrapbook paper in all different values that can go with this other stuff. Right now I'm just sorting. And people sometimes don't want to see this part of it. Why don't you have it all together? Well, you know what? If you want to do it where everything's all together already, you do your own videos. Oh, look, I made a pocket. And it's got a flower in it. So that really needs to be set aside to be used in a journal or something, I think. And then this was from Janet Baum. All right, let me go turn that off. I really should be cleaning house. But I figure if I come on earlier today, it'll be all right, and I'll have my live done. And then if I get the inkling to go out in the yard and do some yard work, I'll be good to go. All right, what do we got? That's a sticker. Oh, that's a sticker too. Oh, look here. Hi, Pam. Well, I was thinking I need Mother's Day cards. So, yeah. You know, when we get to be this age, our mothers, if we still have them around, they don't really need anything. So they just appreciate a card. I will say that Mother's Day has never been a real big thing, and Father's Day has meant nothing to me. So, yeah. All right, she needs to go in my collage book. Oh, I don't think we need Santa hats, but we'll put them with the stickers. And I'm probably not going to use napkins today. So what I'm going to do is put the napkins back in. I got a piece of vellum. I'm going to put that with like specialty stuff. And I can't tell, is this is just painty paper. This is where you put napkin on book page, and this makes like really fun stuff to use. So if you need a focal image and you just want something to do to have ready, just get you some book pages and put your napkins on the book pages. And then when you're ready to make a card, this layer's done for you. we might use some of that. And I'm going to include that as a specialty. The napkins today, I'm just going to put back in my red pocket here. Oh, we're not done. I thought we were done. Psych. All right, we got some more napkins. I didn't realize I had all this over to the side. Throw this napkin in the bag. So I've got enough here to work with. Painty papers. Now see, that would be pretty. Just put down on a book page. Glue that to a book page for a card in the future. I might do that another day. I think these are rub-ons, but I don't know. All right. And I've got little flower things. I didn't realize there was this much stuff. This is envelopes that I tore apart. We might reuse some of those. I think Cheryl made these. That looks like somebody did their own paper and printed it off and sent me a piece. I know Anne likes to do that, make your own collage paper. I don't think we need the Merry Christmas stuff. I'll put the Santa's hats back in too. We don't need to put Santa's hats on there. All right. This looks like I was just cleaning up something. Put it with the painty paper. Somebody else's envelope art. All right. So I've got a pile of like doilies and tissue paper. I got images. I got stamps. I got other people's envelopes that I just took apart because I thought I could make quick cards with them. And lots of postage stamps. That's a sticker. And I got a sticker pile. I'm not one that enjoys using stickers. I just am not. And these are Canadian stamps. And another focal image. And flowers. And these accent flowers. I'll look at chat here in just a minute. Let me get through sorting this. There's a little accent flower there. Here's a cluster. I had another cluster there. Little accent. Lots of postage stamps. There's a little accent butterfly. Flowers. Some more tissue paper. Painty paper. Painty papers. Oh, there's a gnome. Little dimensional gnome. All right. I kind of like the idea of using the fairy. This is some of my own collage paper that I scanned a section and blew it up and then printed off. That's fun to do too. I got lots of tiny little bits. See, that's another piece of where I blew my own piece up and printed it off. And that's just something I doodled. An ATC back, we might use that. Who knows? A little bit of a postage stamp and regular scrapbook paper. More little bits. A piece on Earth. I don't think we need to do that at this time of year. Although we could stand to use some peace on this Earth. Let's see here. Got all these little images. All right. And now see, if I had all this stuff separated kind of in these piles, I could like do some things quickly. That's embossed paper, painty paper. That there. Got some more little attributes here. More of those little strips. Painty papers. And the Santa Kitty will go back in the envelope. That was too funny. All right, and then I just got a bunch of this different stuff here. That's scrapbook paper, painted papers. Little bits. Okay. I'm just going to push this stuff up there. All right, now let me see here. I'm going to put this in there. I'm not going to use this on a card. So at the top up here, I have like all the little things like this, like little chipboard pieces and things like that. And then over there, I have a pile of stamps. I'm going to move like the specialty tissue paper and doily and embossed paper over here to the right. I have painty paper. And by the painty paper, I'm going to go ahead and pick up these here. These are bits of other people's mail. And then here is all the focal images. We're going to look at those first. Then I've got stickers. I've got solid cardstock, not a lot of it. And then I've got a little bit of regular scrapbook paper. So I'm just going to put the regular scrapbook paper and the solid next to each other. But I want to look through here and just grab some things I'd really like to play with, like these two butterflies that were napkins that I applied on there. So that's two I'd really like to do. And let's pull out the flowers. And you can see how I'm kind of breaking these down into subcategories here. I'm probably not going to use these ladies or the cutesy magazine images. I'm going to hold that fairy. And the smaller flower things I'll put there. I'll put this little gal up here. Not going to use that one. Probably not going to use that or that. All right. I like these little fairy cards like this. I'm going to weed this down. She's kind of pretty, that little fairy there. Those children are cute. I like this because it's already been inked. And these really need to go up there. I can't really describe my thought process, but I'm kind of aiming for things that would be cute on the front of a card. I do like the smaller ones. I don't really care for the ladies much right now. I like this clock image. Poor Aretha, I'm sorry, I'm going to put you back. Probably not going to use some of this cutesy stuff. There's another one of the fairies. All right, and then there's little accent. These here, all of the big flowers like that are square flowers, I'm going to put them back in because I have plenty of flowers that can be used as embellishment that are already cut to shape, so I don't have to do any fussy cutting. I just want to use things that I can. This one's more fall looking fairy, but I like this little fairy and this one. This one's too much for me, and so is this one and this little gal here. So I'll narrow these down. All right. So I'm going to focus on these right here as far as what to put together for a card. So let's just separate these out. One, two, three. I have several of those. All right. All right. So let's cut this down. Well, maybe not yet. Let's hang on. My brain is jumping all over the place. Becky, have to do some housekeeping. We'll blab if you're still live. Okay. I don't know how long I'm going to be. I know I see Dee Dee is on. She's doing gel printing collage art postcards. Not trying to step on anybody's toes. I was just bored. So if you would rather go watch Dee Dee, I'm not going to get heartbroken or upset with you. So there's that. I'm going to take some of these now. I've got all of these like cutouts and just run them over the top of what I have here and just see which ones match which. Now see, I think those two go good together. And I'm kind of leaning toward I'm going to just put those two together for right now. Let's see here. All right, so these little ones here and this flower right here, they all are kind of in the same color family. So I'm going to put them together. And then I've got these flowers like this that I think are too big for the size card I'm doing. So I'm going to pull them and set them back in the bag. Oh, this is cute. Doesn't really match much of what I have here though. So I'll put it back. Oh, those kind of go together there. Then I've got this one. Kind of like those together. Not feeling that one. Those kind of go with the yellow there and the yellow in the bird. Now I've got these flowers here are too big, I think, for the flowers that we have. This here, those two right there might go with just this little piece that I kept aside. And see, what I'm doing is kind of just matching things that kind of go together and weeding out the stuff that doesn't match anything that I have right here. And if I did all of these, okay, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That's a dozen cards right here. Not going to use these because they don't really match my theme going on here. And not going to use those two thingamabobs. All right, now I've got this great big plume thing. It's not really matching anything I have, so we'll get rid of that. This here is actually this smaller. We'll just put that there for right now. I just go until it feels like something. Because there's blue in this, the only other place I have blue is here, but you can see these other colors are fighting with what I already have. So I'll get rid of those. Now this is the same. So So we might keep that. Hi, Anina. You prepare breakfast at Mother's Day? That sounds like fun. I don't really want to use the alphabet ones. These look cool, though. I wish we could use these on something. All right, not feeling it, just not. And you'll probably think it's weird that I'm using all this stuff first, but if I get this matched up now, I won't have to do it later. That really kind of matches there. Then I've got some smaller flowers here. Oh, that kind of looks cute there. Oh, there. Hi, Mina. I hope you guys don't mind me coming on early today. I was ready to go. Let's put that there. That might be way more than we need. That really needs to be with the scrapbook paper. I don't have anything to go with this yet, so I'm going to go ahead and just get rid of this one. That ladybug kind of goes with one of the butterfly pictures there. And I have another one of those flowers there. Not in the color family, not in the color family. Put that there. These don't really go with what we have going on. The gnome doesn't fit. That foam stuff is going back. All right. Let's see here. Another one of those little things. ATC back, I'll put there. There. Postage stamps. Probably not going to use the postage stamps, but we'll let them hang out for a little bit longer. Then I have these 3 tickets. That's kind of a goofy flower. It doesn't really go with anything. This is really too dark, I think, for everything we have. Some of these I might end up combining. No. Put those 2 there. I just kind of wanted to show my process. I'm going to say these butterflies are a little too far away from the colors that I have going together here. You know, anytime you get low on a piece of a cardstock scrapbook paper, go ahead and punch it into some shapes. You'd be surprised how fast you do use those up. All right. Okay. So we've got some cards coming together here. Like I see this piece here, and I want to grab this and do something with those 2. But I feel like it almost needs something else. I could ink around the edges. I don't know. We're just going to set that there for right now. I have more colored cardstock if we need it. I can pull out more colors. And we can get rid of some things if they don't end up working out. I'll cut these down smaller. And if you do this and then look in your screen when you're doing a live, it helps you. I'm going to keep all these. It helps you see how they're coming together. So I'm going to go ahead and stack these up over here. And we'll just pull one section at a time down. And we'll see how many we make. Some I might end up combining. And some we might not do at all. I still have more paper and I can pull more solid colored cardstock. Let's start with this one here. And then we'll work our way through here. So what I want to do is get a mat. These are going to be pre-made, ready to stick on a card. Either ones I make or some that I have pre-made. And these are A2 size. Okay, don't read out loud. She's here. Okay. Anina says she loves to use stamps. Some people do, and that's good. So if this is a mat that I've cut at 4 by 5 1/4, I'm going to cut this piece here slightly smaller. So the cards are 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. The black mat is 1/4 inch smaller in all directions. So let's cut this at 3 3/4. And then we have a little piece of pink we can add back. And then 5 1/2, 5 1/4, 5. I'm just cutting it 1/4 inch smaller than the black piece. And then these, I'm just going to kind of eyeball where I want to trim this off. I'm not going to cut right up to it, I don't think. Maybe I should because it's missing here. Let's just trim it down. I'll spin it all the way around. Here we go. Because it doesn't have all the stamp edges on it, I'm just going to get rid of them. And I will ink the edges on this with a pink ink. I think I have something that's pinkish or reddish. So we'll cut that. And then I'm going to trim this down the same way. And I've got my little quotes, little sayings, stickers that I'll use those. I don't know how long I'm going to be on. We'll see. I haven't done a really long episode in a long time. About an hour is about all my brain is up to, I think. All right. So let's get, I'm going to sit down for a little bit now. Distress inks, and I want something that's a little on the pinkish side. I have Fire Brick. My sponges have seen better days. I'm going to mix colors. The horrors. Please remember to give Becky. Aw, thanks. Hey, thanks, Mina. Hi, Kathy D. I've got to use up this stuff because Scott keeps talking about Oh, this is really dark. Oh, well, too late now. He keeps talking about he's going to want to move and we're going to have to downsize. So I figure if I start using it up and not repurchasing. We did go thrifting yesterday. We didn't buy anything. Not a thing. We just burned gas driving around town. And I'm going to ink the edges of this a little bit to kind of pull it all together. Might look awful, but might look just fine. It's got a glossy, I'm just trying to cover some of that white edge on them. It'll probably wipe right off the front of them because it's a glossy finish. I'm really getting to where I'm kind of moving away from like the paper crafting and scrapbooking so much. I'm actually doing more card making and smaller stuff these days. But saying that, I have a ton of scrapbook paper that I could just make like generic journals that people could use for journaling. And I could get that all used up. All right. I don't know if I want to really do this, but oh, you know something I haven't done in a long time is the Tim Holtz edger. Do y'all have one of those? Let's pull out a tool we haven't used in a long time. Do y'all remember this thing? Let's use it. Let's make this more dimensional. It's round. It's got like a rotary cutter blade in the middle, and you just run it on your edge and rough the edge up. I'm going to do this over the trash can so I don't end up with this stuff everywhere. So I'm going to edge this with this thing, and then I'll put some ink on it. All right, so I edged it. Now it's all kind of ruffly. Let's see what we get here if we do this. I've seen people use it and they get these great big curls in it. I don't know if I'm just not holding it right or what, but it gives it kind of an edge. Let's put some tape on the back here. Yep, definitely trying to use my things up. And remember what I said the last time we were making these? You could just mount, instead of putting this on a card that folds, just put a piece of white paper on the back that you could write a note, and then it just serves as a tuck-in that they could use in their journals. And then they wouldn't have a card they'd have to deal with. And it would